Hello, hi, and good whenever it is you're watching this. Again, my name is Danish, and for my persuasive speech, I'm gonna persuade you that football is more than just a sport. Now, some people say that football. Some people say that. Excuse me. Some people say that football is a matter of life and death. I am very disappointed with that attitude. It is much more important than that. Now, that is a quote by Bill Shankly, a legendary Liverpool manager. And in a way, he is true because uh, football is more than just 22 people kicking a ball, trying to get the ball into the back of the net. It has a much bigger impact on the world, as much as they do on the fans. If you Google how many people watch the 2014 World Cup final into Google, if you Googled it, the answer would literally say 1 billion people watched the FIFA World Cup final last year. And that is an astounding number. It just shows you how much impact football has on the world, and you may not care about this. I understand that you may not care about football, but it has a lot more impact than you think. For example, one of the impacts of football on the world is that it literally stopped a war. In 2005, Ivory Coast was in the midst of a civil war, and the national football team, had just qualified for the FIFA World Cup the next year. And after that match, Captain Didier Drogba, pictured here, grabbed a microphone and, along with his teammates, made a plea to both factions of the civil war to drop their firearms and within a week, both forces of the civil war began peace talks. And it's rare that you can say a football team caused a civil war to end. And afterwards, the national team played a friendly against Madagascar, and the team proposed that they move the match, usually played in the capital, they moved it to a rebel forces, the head of the rebel forces, they moved it there. That's how much impact football has on this situation. It's amazing. And next one is it gives people a new lease of life. Now this is Muhammad Jadot, a Syrian youth player. Now he is affected. He was affected by the Syrian civil war, and he is one of the refugees that fled Syria along with his father and a couple more refugees, and he made it to Germany where he hopes to make it as a footballer. He almost did. Bayer Leverkusen, which is a very reputable football club in Germany, wanted to sign him, but they didn't have the proper documents to sign him, therefore he cannot sign for them. But he is still in Germany training with some other local team, and he still hopes to ply his trade against some of the world's best. His story has been covered by media all over, and there's a documentary on him on YouTube. I highly suggest you watch it. Excuse me, and I'll link it in the description. If you have 10 minutes of your time to spare to watch people play football. And the next one, sticking with the refugee crisis, is a refugee by the name of Osama Abdul Mohsin. Now, he was brought into the limelight recently because he was tripped by a Hungarian reporter when he was trying to flee, trying to get away from the police. And, people checked around, and turns out he was a football coach back in Syria pre-civil war. So a coaching school in Getafe, which is in the suburbs of Madrid, Spain, heard about this, and they offered him to attend the coaching school there. And now him and his two sons are in Spain doing football, which is amazing. This is what football does to the people, okay? And yeah, it's not just the people. Now, in 2011, Swansea City was this team. Swansea City was promoted to the top tier, top level of English football. Now, what that did to the economy, the Welsh economy, Swansea is a team from the south of Wales. What they did to the Welsh economy is that they generated 58 million pounds for the Welsh economy, and that is great, crazy numbers, from a football club, because it generates that much money because of the hotel occupancy, because when they play their home games, away fans come to watch. The pubs, obviously, that's where most people watch football, and it just it increased the tourism of Wales, essentially. So yeah, it's really amazing what football does to the people. And yeah, in conclusion, to recap what I just said, is that football, it literally stops a war. It saves people who are on the verge of death, and it generates a ton of money. Now, subconsciously, I just explained to you the political, social, and financial impact of football on the world. Well, not that subconsciously. So, even after this, you still think that football is just a sport. I highly suggest you think again, and if you still think the same way, you're either ignorant or just not someone I want to hang out with. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.